there, YouTubers. Pet Prepper here. Well, this is kind of an embarrassing video, but it's also very important if you're going to have farm animals. Study up on the different kinds of parasites, internal and external, and other diseases that they can get, they could possibly get, because if it hits the fan, you do not want parasites or anything else, diseases. So I think it's really important that you learn all the different things that they can get and stock up on those products that can take care of it. We ended up getting mites, and at the beginning we thought they were red mites on the chickens, and they were really infested. So we treated them. Took us all day, 2 days, and then we treated them again 7 to 10 days later. And the reason that we found out that they had mites is because I had one hen that was sitting on eggs, and the babies kept dying. 10 babies died. They would live half a day or a day, and then they would just die. And so we were looking it up, and it said, you know, it could possibly be mites because the mites suck blood and they become anemic. And so we went in and checked the mother hen that was sitting on the eggs, and went to tip her upside down. And usually I can get them to do that pretty calmly, but she had a fit and started flapping around, and my one arm was a completely different color than my other arm. There were millions of them on me, and I could feel them biting me. And we were, all three of us were broken out on our stomachs because we were in there cleaning out her nest the day before. And so that was another sign. And you just kind of itch everywhere. So they aren't host specific. I don't know if they can live on humans. I don't know what kind of mites we have, but or if it's lice or what it is. But okay, so the first time we treated them with Ivomec, and what we did is we put 3 drops on the back of each chicken's neck, and then 2 drops under the wings. And on the younger chickens, we just used a lower dose. But my mistake, because all I kept reading is Ivomec. Nothing said anything about there being a water-based Ivomec and an oil-based Ivomec. Apparently the oil-based is for topical and the water-based is for orally, internally, or injectable. Anyhow, so that's how we treated them the first time, and it didn't work, obviously. I mean, it helped, and we also used the permethrin powder and treated them with that. And then, you know, really, we bleached out their coop and powdered and sprayed and DE everywhere, and DE in their food, and you just can't use too much DE. I was using DE, probably just not faithfully enough, and that's probably how we ended up getting the mites. I don't know if we got them from the straw that we've been getting, but we used the straw on the pigs, and they haven't had a problem. So I'm learning a lot. I'm learning what to stock up on. I'm learning how to prevent it. Apparently you're supposed to treat them a couple times a year, just for prevention, and keep DE out there for dust bathing and whatnot. Anyhow, what we're going to do today is we're gonna treat them with Ivomec again, and we're gonna give this to them orally. And you use 0.1 mil per chicken. So that's what we're gonna do. There's not a whole lot in there, but 0.1 mil isn't very much. Okay, so anyhow, I'm waiting for Norma Stitz to come over here, and the last time we did this, it took us 5 hours, but we also clipped wings on all the new chickens, and then clipped wings on these older birds that some of the feathers have growing back. And after we treated them last time, we didn't have any itching, but we always take precautions and make sure that we, you know, put the lice shampoo on and let it sit for 10 minutes, strip down in the barn, go in and take a shower, and the clothes go in the washer on the way in. And I don't want mites in the house. We treated the house, we treated the dogs, the cats, the pigs, everything, just for safety measures. And what I'm seeing in these chickens now is we saw a little bit of redness underneath the wings, and that's where we had assumed that the mites were. And now I'm seeing the tips of their feathers they're just raw, and so I think they're feather mites. I don't see a lot of scales on their legs or anything, but I don't know. We'll examine them closer when we treat them. So we'll show you how we go about catching them and how we treat them and what we have to go through every 7 to 10 days. It's been a nightmare. It's been an absolute nightmare and very costly. So prevention is the key. That's for sure.